Okay, so 2 minutes late. What are we doing today? We are continuing our work on the mask. I was able to cut out most of the foam. Still have to do small drills, 2 drills, to get that taken care of. And then see about incorporating the light to the mask. Also, taking my old Dominator, I have gutted it, and work on installing a switch, because I gotta get this guy up and running again. Which I will explain shortly, because I also have to install a battery pack to this. So here we go. Put that aside for now. I also have to install the red film, which I just now realized. Just getting my Dremel. Let's see. I made mention in the announcement of the stream that there's an announcement. Sorry, I think I'm manually drilling this out. Manually drilling this out on camera. So the announcement I have to make, sorry. I will be going to AMA Cosplayfest. That is going to be at the Marriott Chesapeake at the end of the year to bring in the new year. So, I've actually been invited to be a panelist with 2 of the Japanese guests. And it's to talk about cosplay and kind of introduction to cosplay as well as various social issues that might come up in cosplay. Whether it's the stigma that we all sometimes deal with, or just dealing with other cosplayers that don't understand the true spirit of cosplay. And that is basically to have fun and to be supportive of everyone and each other. So it's the second time I've been invited to do something like this in terms of guest panelists speaking on these kind of issues. It was a lot of fun the first time. Maybe I can record it and show it to you guys in the future. The other thing is I'll actually be doing a panel on LEDs. So I don't know when the LED panel is, but the cosplay social issues and sociology of cosplay, I want to say it's Saturday at 2. So hope to see you guys there. Really looking forward to it. I had a blast the last time I spoke on this kind of social issue panel and whatnot. So yeah, got 2 panels coming up. I'll be going to Anime Mid-Atlantic AMA Cosplayfest in Chesapeake, Virginia at the Marriott Chesapeake, end of the year. And I will have 2 panels, one on LEDs. It's basically going to be kind of an introductory to lighting and incorporating lighting into your cosplay and props. Basically, it's very simple how to make a circuit and just being aware of what is out there. As well as showcasing LED props that I have with the mask, the sword, and this Dominator, plus the other Dominator that I'm going to bring, because incorporating LEDs or incorporating lighting in your cosplay doesn't have to be you making it. You can commission someone or buy, which is what I did. I made most of mine, bought one. Well, the mask is sort of a commission because I had someone else make the mask, but then I'm the one that's adding the lighting to it. So I run the gamut. And we'll need that later. Okay. And I was thinking about using this over and over again, but I'm realizing that may not be the best idea. How many layers did I use on this thing? 1, 2, 3 layers. What else is there? Oh, I released a new AMV in my series. I hope you guys enjoy it. I think some of you have already seen it and have shown your liking of it. So thanks to you for being supportive. Feel free to share it, get other people to watch it and whatnot. I had the pleasure of well, the AMV was very Pyrrha-centric. It was basically an ode to Pyrrha, and I even got Jen Brown to like it, so... Alright. And this methodology is not going to work, so we're going to ditch that. See if I can salvage this, but probably not. That's a definite. I tried. Okay, so I need 3 layers. I need a haircut. 3 layers of this stuff. Hopefully I can do 3 layers of this stuff. Oh yeah, I can do 3 layers of this stuff. And that's actually 2 layers already, so why don't, instead of, oh wait, let's go. My workstation's a mess. You'll have to excuse me. Hey, sweet eyes. Glad you can make it this time instead of coming to the end. Basically what I'm doing is, yeah, just adding the red film to the mask. So I made a couple of announcements earlier, so I'm really proud of that. I'm glad you finally made it. And you know, I do upload these to YouTube, so you can always catch up on those. It's just not as interactive. I am fully caught up with Volume 4. Um, I won't spoil anything. So I'm very. I don't like if I don't like words are escaping me at the moment. Um, I'll keep. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Is what I'm trying to say. But yes, I am caught up on Volume 4, but I won't spoil anything for you. So don't worry. So don't worry about spoilers. If Adam got a time skip outfit, what do I think it would look like? Um, well, not everyone got a time skip outfit. Um, so I would be perfectly fine if he didn't have one. Um, although having an alternate outfit would be nice. There is an unofficial alternate outfit of Adam. Um, it was released by Shane a year or so ago when he was still with the company, and it was concept art. It was a concept design of Adam uh, for the Black trailer, and I was actually able to recreate that outfit and wear it to a con one year. I had a lot of fun with it, and it was different. It still had the mask. It was all black. It was a black and gray motif. Um, the sword was actually attached. The Wilton blusher was actually on his back, and they had like a harness system for that. And he actually had a shoulder guard as well. Um, I don't know. I knew, like I said, Shane had released it. It was an unofficial outfit, and I the way it was presented, they would never use it because it was incomplete and it was just a concept design. Um, and I've actually don't know of that many. I don't know of any. There's not a lot of art. At least to my knowledge, there's not very much AU art of Adam. I know there's a lot for Team Ruby and Juniper and Sun and all the others, but very little of Adam. But he's also not the most popular of characters. He's the character you love to hate. Um, yes, the one on Shane's Vine. And yeah, and that's quite possible. Like I said, I cosplayed that concept design. You can actually see pictures of it on my face on my cosplay page. I think I might have it. Yeah, I do. I should. If I don't, I will. um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. Will I wear it again? Possibly. I'd have to. I rushed that cosplay for a con, so it did not hold up well. But if I decide to give it another go at it and remake it, maybe. But that totally does not answer your question. I went on a completely long tangent. If he had a new outfit, I'd like to see it menacing, but in a sleek way, if that makes any sense. And I'm not sure that does, because he's supposed to be dangerous. He's supposed to be sinister and menacing and evil. But I see too many times when people think of those words, big, bearing, bulky, and spiky. I want a very sleek look but can still inspire that kind of evil, as it were. So yeah, that would be interesting to see, but I doubt we'll see it. And based off the intro to Volume 4, he looks like he has the same outfit. So I hope that answered your question. I mean, yeah, his hair is spiky, but I'm talking about like still his outfit. I would like to see a sleek design. Um, because I don't have Tumblr and I don't actively interact with the fandom, um, I haven't really gotten any flack from the fandom. I think also when I first introduced myself to the fandom, it was with the parkour and even making the Baby Blake live action videos. So I added kind of a softer feel and a humoristic feel. So it's possible, um, but again, I don't even think the fandom knows about me, and I don't really care. I mean, if they want to give flack at me, they can give flack at me, as long as they're not breaking the law. You know, identity theft, vandalism, whatever. What they have to understand is I'm a cosplayer. I'm portraying the character. I'm not the character. Just like actors. The actor is portraying a part. They aren't the part. And I totally get it. Adam is a villain. He is. I knew he was going to be a villain. Well, from the Black trailer, I thought he was going to be a neutral party. And then as the series progressed with Volume 2 and 3, we realized, okay, he's a villain. By the end of Volume 3, it was like, oh, he's a psychotic villain. Got it. That's sociopathic and has control issues and is abusive. So I get it. He's the bad guy you love to hate. As long as we can be respectful about that, I'm fine with it. But from the fandom, I did not get any flack. But again, I don't think the fandom is fully aware of me, or if they are, they pay no mind to me. I did get flack from my friends, but it was mostly jokes. When the episodes came out, I got text messages from them like, "You jerk," and like, okay, but but it's innocent, it's fun, it's my friends, and we understand it was, and I know that they were joking around. So, I'm babbling. um, but yeah, I haven't gotten hate from the fandom. The only time I've ever gotten hate was from my live action videos, and even then it was like they're trying to be insultive, but at the same time they're being complimentive, if that means anything. Because sometimes they fail to see like, yeah, his parkour sucks, but he's also doing it in a mask, one handed. So I mean that's kind of cool. Those were some of the comments I got. So I'm like, yeah, I can see you trying to insult me, but it's not working. Because yes, trying to do parkour with only one hand, partially blindfolded, is not easy. And I should do this. fan, regardless of the genre, regardless of the series, regardless of anything, fandoms can be psychotic. But yeah, if there is hate that is being thrown at me, I'm not aware of it. And even if I was, I'm just like, dude, it's just a character. I'm glad it's inducing a visceral response from you, but take a chill pill. But yeah, no, I have not received any threats or hate from the fandom. But again, I think it's also in part because I'm not on Tumblr, which seems to be the majority of the fandom, and I have no intention of going on creating a Tumblr account. I've had friends that are just like, stay away from Tumblr, don't even bother. I'm like, wasn't planning on it. I'm sure I would get a lot more hits and not hits, views and popularity and who's that and whatnots. But that's what Facebook and Twitter are for. And if people like me, they will share my content. So, if you like my stuff, share it. Get other people to like it. But do it nicely, don't force them. It's like, you will like his stuff. Please don't. I want my followers and fans to be my followers and fans of their own volition. I do not want them to be forced. Actually, no, I do want to use this. just so you can see better. You can ask as many questions as you want, so long as I'm broadcasting. How did I get into parkour? Is actually kind of an interesting thing. I went through a phase where I was just like, I want to learn something new every year, like just a skill set that I knew nothing about and just wanted to learn. And so I, in that kind of phase that I was going through, I ended up learning how to shoot a gun or shoot a pistol, build a computer, ballroom dance, and parkour. It was just something like, you know what? I've always seen martial artists do this, and I had a lot of friends who are martial artists, and I do a little bit of martial arts myself, and I'm like, it's always been fun to see all those flips and tricks and whatnot. And then I learned about parkour, and I was like, let me study into this a little bit more. And it was just like, oh, okay, well, let me see where I can learn this. And there was a place that I found that taught me, and I've been doing it ever since. I'm not devoted practitioner. I'm more of a casual practitioner. So there's that. But, you know, that phase in my... I'm not in that phase anymore, unfortunately. I wish I was. Although I think this cosplay is eating up into that, which is cool because I get to learn stuff in that regard too. It's just challenging my mind and my body to learn something new, and just pick a skill and do it. Is kind of my mentality during that time. It was just like, I never learned how to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I never learned how to do this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So that's kind of how I got into parkour. That doesn't really answer your question. It's just like, I've heard about this, I'm going to learn more about it, and now I'm going to learn it. And that's kind of how it happened. Basketball, soccer, badminton, hula dancing, that's kind of cool. The mask is looking sexy, by the way. I guess. I still think the first mask, yeah, that was very crude. The mask after that, the one I still use, that's just a sexy beast because that's 3D printed by my friend Bindi Smalls, and she is awesome. Love her to death because her 3D printing skills are beast. So yeah. But this would be technically the fourth mask? No, we'll say third. This is the third mask. I almost said that this was the the third mask. This was the prototype. This is the prototype to lighting up, to have a light up mask. And this one used the first mask as the basis, which got retired. This mask is now the light up mask, and this actually uses the new mask as the basis. That's why it's more sleek and so much more sexier. I'm going to do this. Whoa, careful there. Scissor sharpener, very handy. I like this sharpener because it's also a utility knife sharpener. So I put my scissors through the handle, and I just run through them a couple of times. But I can also have my utility knife and sharpen it here. So, 2-for-1 sharpener. If you're going to do props, you got to get one of these, especially if you're going to use knives, utility knives and scissors, because a sharp blade cuts clean edges. So without this filter, and ooh, look at that with the filter. Now I will have to cut out the eye holes, but that's actually looking pretty good. Let's see here. It is 8:20. I'm actually going to go ahead and call it at this point in time because I have a video job that I need to work on, and I have to be responsible because that's giving me money. It's a paid job, so I got to be a responsible person. I'm not gonna say a responsible adult because I am not an adult. Going to go ahead and cut the stream here shortly, but just for a recap, I'll actually be working on this weekend. I may or may not be streaming, depending, because I'll be with other people, doing cosplay stuff and teaching one of my friends a thing or two about LEDs. That being said, also, the announcement I made at the very beginning of the stream, I will be presenting 2 panels at AMA Cosplayfest at the end of the year at the Marriott Chesapeake. One panel will be cosplay social issues and introduction to cosplay with two of the Japanese guests there, which is an honor. And then the other panel will be kind of an introduction to incorporating lighting into your cosplays, like what I'm doing with this, kind of presenting just real basic knowledge on how to put LEDs or lighting into cosplays, and then showcasing some of my work. So I'm looking forward to those, and I have to really gear up and get things ready for those panels. And then also, if you haven't, I did just release a RWBY AMV yesterday. It is Pura-centric. Please go check it out, like it, share it, and I think that's about it. So until then, I will see you next time. Bye.